seems pretty appropriate with Private Peanut over here sitting around that I would review James Patterson's The Zoo. I just saw that there's going to be, I believe, ABC or CBS is doing a summer rendition of it. So I think that'll be interesting to see how this comic book translates over. We've seen lots of books, uh, lots of comics get converted over to short stories with the not best uh, transition. So I'm hopeful. I heard a couple people talking about the zoo. I believe it was Comic Book Roundtable. I want to say that I heard Wednesday Serial, I think, had mentioned this, and so when I saw it on the shelf, I gave it a chance. Generally, I'm not a huge fan of just black and white art, but I mean the art is clean, it's sharp. Um, it is definitely just a wonderful style. Doom, 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 doom. So we see biologist Jackson Oz. I'm just reading it here on the back. Trying to remember all the details. He is a biologist who's just short of his PhD, so unfortunately he's not given much of the credit that he should be due, as he is finding that there is more and more animal attacks. In the very beginning of this wonderful hardcover book that I got from the library, starts out that way. It lets you know that the animals are getting smarter, that they are changing habits, they're breaking out of all the old thoughts that we had of them. And with this, it was wonderful to see a rendition of this, which I'm sure will be played around with on the TV. That we have caused it. I won't reveal how, just so that you can still read it, enjoy it. There is lots of interactions amongst animals and the people in the stories. The character of Oz was definitely well fleshed out, along with maybe a handful of other characters who he encounters or works with. Each one is definitely given a voice and a full form. So I mean, each one was very enjoyable. Like I mentioned, the art is strong in this. I often say beautiful. I'll say beautiful. um, it is interesting when you read black and white. Um, Too often I think so little of the colorist. I don't give them enough credit, enough due. You can see in books like this, Walking Dead, other ones like that, where um, the story is told just through the black and white. That everything has to be there, everything has to be sharp, and everything has to be above par. Otherwise, it can just be a loosely told story that didn't really need photos. Um, this story is only enhanced by the artwork in this. It was a very good story. The ending, to my taste, I like a very good conclusive ending. I don't like a ending that that you fill in yourself. I find that as a weakness of a writer. The writer should write an ending and stand by it. I could understand that maybe this would always leave open a chance for another book. Oh, let me get a small drink here. As far as I know, I do not believe that there is any continuation of this. But I mean, once it hits TV, I mean, maybe they'll decide to go ahead and do that and continue on. Um, so, sorry again. Like I said, it was written by James Patterson and Michael Ledwidge, I guess. Art and adaptation was Andy McDonald, and lettering was And World Design. Um, like I said, it'll be coming out on TV, a miniseries, so you get a chance to read the book, see it in its other media form. I know that's always the thing that is the idea and challenge that I think that we have now is how does everything translate? Yeah, we've seen Walking Dead do well. We've seen some comic books do well into movies and into TV shows, and some that have not held out as strong. So, um, like I said, The Zoo, I think strong storyline, good writing until, in my opinion, the end. And I would definitely say, get it from your library if you can, online, purchase it if you can get it cheap. It's still a good story, strong story. So it'll be probably re-reviewed by me once it hits the TV over the summer. See what I think of the adaptation and take on it. But otherwise, I have to say, enjoy a good read. Sergeant America, boom, catchphrase.